Hi everybody, welcome to the first ever official episode of the quest board, The Rats Invited. I am Tesia, I'll be your DM for the day, and to the side of me is...
Mandy Chandler.
And who do you play?
I play Fharys Lichtwald.
I'm Ben Riley. I play Clyde, Erasmus, Fleabag.
I'm Izzy DeCorso, and I play London, Yorkshire.
Wonderful. Let's get this started, y'all.
Oh, boy.
First episode, let's get it going.
Right before we start, I read your thing that said,
Ben, how dare you?
all of your notes are incredible, except I thought that said we're rat, like we are
We
rat.
are rat.
We
No,
are
he's
rat.
a were-rat.
We are rat.
We are rat.
Not me, though. I'm
All
the
right.
moon, remember? All right, you guys ready?
Always.
I don't like Mandy's anxious, just no answer.
I'm not. I'm
'Kay.
ready.
Wonderful. We begin. In the world of Lehar, in the territory of Inland Turgos, in a small mining town known as Sweetwater. The town is super loud during the mornings. It has magical machinery that's excavating new dig sites. There's sounds of train horns rattling materials to and from Sweetwater, sellers up and down the streets haggling prices, workers chatting with one another on their way to work, school children rushing to class, and a single horn can be heard going down the railroad tracks. And inside of this little Sweetwater mining rail carries a variety of occupants. There's tired mining workers getting up in the morning, getting ready for an endless day in the mines. There's security guards getting on, ready to protect the supplies at all costs. And there's even a couple railroad workers sitting on this track today because there's been an issue down in the mines with some of the railroads. And one of those railroad workers is sitting on the train trying to ready himself for the day ahead. And Ben, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, so sitting definitely at a window seat, looking out the window, still just in awe of what it looks like to live amongst the working class.
Right.
is a strange wizard clad in a purple duster and a pointy wizard hat with a Stetson brim, and his perfectly manicured black on black paisley vest covered in little gold rings, very elfish, knees sort of bouncing nervously. He has a book in his hands and he's not reading it, and every time that he has to go anytime to like speak with corporate or actually do his job, he gets a little bit nervous.
Which is okay. And you have quite the sight sitting in front of you. You see this what looks like a grung head on top of a man, this dark grung head with a mannequin body attached to his lower half, and he's sitting next to this very large man that sits across from you. And Izzy, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, I'm pulling up the picture so I can actually describe it well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you see a massive, towering guy. He is around 6'8", very tall man, very big, bulky arms. He wears a single fur cape, no shirt, but suspenders, to his pinstripe pants, where he has no shoes, and it's just like cloth wraps around his feet. He looks, when you look at his face, he looks a little more rat than man, but if you look a little closer, he looks a little more man than rat. And his facial hair is wiry, his ears are round, and his blonde hair is slicked back with one little, like, Superman curl in front of him. And you see his eyes, even though he looks kind of, like zoned out, his eyes are constantly, like, looking around the train.
Yeah. As you sit there, you can hear your manager, your definitely human manager, definitely not a grung with a mannequin attached to his body, talking to you in this kind of somber tone, and he just goes, well, I've been working here for about 30 years, and, you know, I've been really looking forward to a promotion, and, you know, I think every day that there's a chance I'm going to get one, you know, finally, you know. And I love working with you guys down in the mines, but I'd love to be able to do some, like, supply stuff, work with some of the railroad workers, maybe even, you know, work with the security. I've worked here for plenty of time. You think that they'd finally promote me. You understand what I'm saying, London?
Yup.
Great, yeah. So and he just keeps going down this endless cycle. And eventually the train skirts to a halt. And this is the final stop to pick up any occupants before going into these large magical gates that are opened by sorcerers that lead down into the mines. And with these occupants, there's a variety of people, once again, workers for the most part. There's a couple civilians that are going down to bring some of their workers lunch and stuff like that. And along with all of them is another security guard. And Mandy, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, you'll notice at the station there is this tall elven woman riding an elk. And she leaps off and pats him on the head, and he rides off into the distance. She's about 6 feet tall. She's got this like dark auburn hair and has this really big, clunky scale mail armor that like kind of reflects green and gold in the morning sun. She's fiddling with some playing cards as she gets onto the train.
Wonderful. And I'm going to have all of you do the first roll of the session, and all of you roll perception for me.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh.
Oh my lord.
All right. Izzy, what'd you get?
That's a 7.
7? Great, Ben.
29.
Wonderful.
5.
Okay. All right. Pharys, you're boarding the train for the day. You're not really paying attention. You just got off and had to say goodbye to your lovely elk, Oliver, and so
Yes.
he's going on his way. You're just trying to get to work on time. You're still caught in this intense conversation with Bo Kimbo, your lovely, lovely manager. And Ben, you notice as 3 cloaked people who you've never seen before, not at the railroad station, not on your way down to the mines, board this train with you that you know is leading right down into where all of the mining materials are and where all of the workers are. And you can do whatever you want with that information, Ben.
I think I will.
Wonderful.
Where are they going?
Are
they sitting on this train car?
So one of them comes and sits down at the very front of the train, right by the doors, kind of blocking off anybody's exit, and the other 2 open the door to the conductor's room and walk inside.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast a spell.
What spell would you like to cast, Ben?
I'm going to immediately, before we've even started anything, still on the train,
Yes.
use a 4th level spell.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, I can't wait for this. Go for it. What 4th level spell are you using?
I cast Arcane Eye.
Okay. Will you read to me what that does?
You create an invisible, invulnerable eye within range that hovers for the duration. You mentally receive visual information from the eye, which you can see in every direction. It also has dark vision with a range of 30 feet. As a bonus action, I can make the eye move.
Okay.
It can fit through an opening as small as 1 inch in diameter.
Wonderful.
And I want to just pop an eye out and follow the people into the...
Into the conductor's room. So this eye is very much visible to everybody around, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, it's invisible.
Oh, it's invisible.
And
Great.
it's also important that I can cast illusion spells without needing to say anything.
Yeah.
I can cast them non-verbally.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So you pop this invisible eye that you see slowly hovers its way under the door. Only you can see this because it's invisible. And it pops under the door, and you watch as one of these bandits pulls out a dagger
Oh.
and grabs the neck of the conductor. There's 2 sitting in the chairs, but he grabs the main driver of the train and puts the blade up to his throat. He goes, "You're not going to say anything, are you?" And the conductor just nods his head no. He goes, "Good. Keep driving." And what are you going to do, Clyde?
London and Bo Kimbo may notice that Clyde becomes very pale and sweaty.
Fantastic.
And he looks over to you. Do you have any weapons on you, London?
You can probably see his pockets. There's stuff in his pockets, and you can't tell if it's anything, but you know there's something there.
Yeah, I actually go up to... I forgot that Mandy is a security guard.
Yeah.
Just the guy.
There's very much a security guard with... What weapon do you have on you right now,
I've got
Mandy?
a great sword on me
Yeah.
right now, but I'm sitting in my little seat in the cart, just fiddling with some playing cards, not paying attention at all.
I walk up to you, kind of nervously, shoulders very tense. Excuse me.
Yes.
Could we talk in private, please?
I'll glance around the train cart and notice that it's pretty crowded. There's a lot of people. I suppose. Where would you like to go?
I guess the bathroom.
Oh.
This is really important.
Oh, All right.
I show you my ID, I work here.
Well, I suppose I can. I'll put my playing cards back in my pocket and I'll stand up and
Thanks.
follow you.
Can we go to the bathroom?
Okay. Great. You can get to the bathroom. You see a person walk out. It smells bad in this bathroom.
It's fine. I pull out a handkerchief and cover my nose.
Okay, great.
Oh, bloody.
Listen, a bunch of people in cloaks got on the train, and I think they're either taking it over or they're robbing the train or something. They're in the conductor. They got him with a knife.
Oh, all right. Yes, of course. Yes. You said they were in the conductor's
Yeah.
cart? Yes, of course.
There's 3 of them. One of them stayed in the hooded guys. I describe the hoods as best I can.
Fantastic.
All
They're
right.
just basic black cloaks, but nobody in the mines wears attire like that.
Yeah, all right. Do I have any sort of way of communicating with my superiors or other guards nearby, do you think?
Sure.
Like,
I'll
are there others on the
say
train?
you can have a message ring across your superiors and your other security guards that links to everybody.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm going to ring up the group chat.
Okay. Great. What are you saying to the group chat?
I'm telling the group chat, be warned, there are burglars of some sort on the train heading into the mines at this moment.
You get a response back from Clunk,
Yes.
and he just goes, "All right, sounds great."
Thumbs up emoji.
Yeah, thumbs up emoji. And while this conversation is happening in the bathroom, London, you're sitting there, you're listening, you see this weird, wizardly dressed man who you might have seen around the mines every so often, gets up, talks to one of your security guards for the mines, and goes into the bathroom with her. And you can tell that your manager, Bo, very much is picking up on the same thing, but then all of a sudden he gets this look of nervousness on his face. He goes, "Well, you see that cloaked guy over there?"
I look over there. Do I see a cloud guy?
He's just sitting down, kind of watching everybody in a similar fashion that you do.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, 2 more of those guys went into the conductor's room, and I could tell that weird little wizard guy that was sitting across from us picked up on a similar thing. And listen, I'm sure they're up to no good, but do you think if I fight these guys, I'll get a promotion?
Oh, no.
I love both.
I think you should probably just stay.
Well, it's been 30 long years, London. 30 long years.
Have you fought much?
I've fought the spiders in my room. I fought people who come down into the mines when the security guards aren't there. I'm very versatile. And even regardless, I have enough bravery in my soul that I think if I do this, they'll finally promote me, right?
I think you should. I can't.
I just need some encouragement here.
Don't just go.
No, just tell me I'll do a good job and I'll do it.
You'll do a
Oh,
fantastic
okay.
job.
Okay. And he stands from his seat.
Oh no! I'm gonna. Can I put a hand on his shoulder?
Sure.
I'm gonna put a hand on his shoulder. Listen, maybe don't start a fight.
Well, if they're in the conductor's room, I fear that a fight may already be started, and maybe we just don't even know yet. And then what if I'm on this train and something bad happens and then I get fired from my job? What am I going to do then?
I can go take a look, so you aren't the one starting a fight, possibly.
He kind of narrows his little frog eyes at you and he goes, "You're trying to take my promotion?"
I don't think I would do a good job with that.
You're trying to undermine me right now, London.
No.
I thought we were friends.
No, I'm not.
I thought you were the only person who understood me here. You listen to me every morning on the train.
I do, yes.
I'm
not.
No.
I can't even read.
What does that have to do with anything?
I can't do a bigger job like that. I'm strong and I can mine, and that's where I'll stay. I don't want your job.
and he's going to try to break out of your grasp. At the same time that this is happening, people are now starting to stare at you. All the workers are staring as you and Bo have this interaction, and you two pop out of the bathroom. You see Bo Kimbo, who is like about 3 feet tall, even with the mannequin body on. He's not very big, starting to try and hop along to get to the conductor's room while London tries to hold him back. What are you three doing?
Real quick, is the cloaked person in the cart right now? Like, can I see?
Yes, they're just sitting there.
Yeah. Can I cast a first level spell?
Absolutely.
Big numbers here. I'm gonna cast Detect Evil and Good on this guy. See if I can figure out if they are an aberration, a celestial, an elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
No. This is just a guy.
It's just a guy.
It's just a guy.
Dang.
Yeah.
You can't make a paladin fight just a guy.
I know.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it
Has to
won't
be
be forever.
Has
But
to be
for
a
now,
zombie.
it's just a guy. It looks like just a regular, like, probably human from what you can make out, human or elf of some sort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if Bo's heading towards the.
Yeah, Bo's got this.
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna let him.
I'm gonna try and stop Bo. I have no idea what he's doing. Excuse me, sir, please. Bo, please. What do you think you're doing?
I'm gonna stop the bad guys.
No, it's all right. Help is on the way.
How do you know about the bad guys?
What?
Oh, I see things. I see things, little wizard man.
What?
Little wizard man.
Yeah, or big wizard man. I mean, you're bigger than I am.
Yeah, I'm bigger than you are.
There's no need to get defensive about
I'm
it.
tall. I'm tall for an
It's,
elf.
you know, well, it's okay.
Fine.
I'm tall for a human.
I'll bet. I checked the eye. What's going on?
Fantastic. Yeah.
It's around for an hour, by the way.
The two that are in there now both have naggers.
Okay.
Okay.
Cut that one. Let's write that down.
Yeah, write that. Write that.
1840. Big capital letters. Cut.
Yes, please. Both have daggers to the throats of the two people in the conducting room, and Jesus, and they're just holding them, and they're still continuing their drive. You guys are about maybe a 30-second time period before you get to the main gates that lead into the mines, and then it's a little bit of a drive until you get down into the mines themselves.
All right. Is there more security when we get there? Or do we gotta stop this now?
Oh no, trust me, there are security guards in the mines, and they will be able to figure this out. I promise you that.
So we don't really have to do anything, do we?
No need to be heroes today. You can all just take your seats.
Well, I'm a hero every day.
Bo starts to hop away from your guys' conversation, and he eventually gets to the door.
I'm gonna... is he a willing creature?
For what spell?
You just gotta answer me.
Sure.
I'm gonna make him invisible.
Oh, he would absolutely let that happen.
Yeah.
'Kay.
If he's willing, it just happened.
Beautiful. He turns invisible. He can just feel your help there, and you can just hear a small thanks before the door to the conductor room swings open. And just as quickly as it swings open, you could see the two bandits that are holding knives to the conductor's throats turn around and are like, "What the?" as the door slams closed.
I checked the eye.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to describe their perspective first, and then I'll describe your perspective, okay? So from your guys' perspective, this happens, the door slams closed, and you can just hear a variety of yelling and screaming and some, like, slamming against things. And then it just quiets down. Meanwhile, Clyde, you're staring through this eye, and you watch as Bo gets in there, and he goes... and he jumps atop one of the people's backs. You cannot see what's going on, but you watch as he jumps onto his back, and I did roll really, really bad for this. He jumps onto this guy's back, and you see the knife kind of slice into the conductor's throat, and his body fall limp onto the ground as this guy flies backwards and slams Bo into a wall and you can hear a body hit the floor, but you can't see Bo, but you know it was him as nothing happens anymore. And the bandits start to freak out and are like, get him to the, drive the train as they're going. And now the train is pretty much in free drive, just flying down the rails, with the conductor no longer conscious at least, and Bo unconscious in this room, invisible somewhere.
My eyes like roll back. And I'm like, well, Bo's dead. So's the conductor.
What is going?
Someone's trying to take
Alright.
over the train. There's some. I'm just saying it out loud to like everybody in the train. Someone's trying to take over the train. There's bandits. They got knives.
Oh, bloody.
Bo tried to stop him. He's a frog, so he didn't do very well.
All right.
I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, I'm following
Yeah,
Pharys.
I'll break down the door.
As you guys start to walk, and you say very loudly that this train is taken hostage pretty much,
Yeah.
people on the train begin to freak out as you say this.
No.
Panic starts to happen. You see people are running down to other parts of the train. Some people try to get to the exit, but you see finally that this sitting cloaked figure confidently stands and just stands in front of the door. And something makes everybody stop from moving past a certain point to try to get to this door. Are all three of you walking into the conductor room right now?
I'm gonna try
That
and
was-
push my way past.
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, sounds great. You all walk towards the conductor room. Who's going first?
I'll go.
I was gonna say probably Pharys.
I have a fun plan.
Okay, beautiful.
I can see in there because of the eye, so I misty step.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
nice.
So you're just in there?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys swear that this wizard man has been behind you guys this entire time, and as Pharys, you go to open this door, you see Clyde. And Clyde, what do you want to do as you get into this room with now 2 bandits and 1 semi-conductor who doesn't really know how to drive the train, but he does know how to break it?
Yeah. Hold on.
No
Because
worries.
I would like to figure out which one is the break really quick.
Okay.
I think I can investigate as a bonus action
Yeah, wonderful. Go
because
for
I
it.
have keen observer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Investigation. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
There you go.
My.
Yes, you can very easily figure out which lever is the brake. You can even see the guy that's kind of getting held hostage is like semi-pointing to where the actual brake is, so you can find it even faster. But you've been in railroad work for 9 months, and you're a quick learner, so you know where this brake is.
Okay, I go. Hey there.
The bandits kind of both turn around and go,
I'm here to thwart your plans. I say. They throw something.
you
at me?
see as one of them tries to throw their dagger at you.
That's exactly not what I wanted. I wanted them to walk towards me.
They
but-
they will be rolling a disadvantage because they're in close range right now.
Okay.
I rolled 2 2s.
Okay.
So you see one of them throws a dagger towards you, and it just lodges into the door as this door opens, with Pharys and London behind. What do you want to do, Clyde?
Pharys, do you have your sword out?
It's in my hilt. Up by my side.
That's a shame. Well, I'm gonna yank on the brake.
Okay, sounds good. You yank on the brake, and as you pull, nothing happens.
That's so awkward. Like,
Yeah.
well, and I look to you and I go, help!
Oh my goodness. There's 2 bandits in here, right?
2 bandits.
I'm gonna see if I can grapple one of them, and I've got some handcuffs in my inventory now to see if I can
Wonderful. Will you just roll strength against me?
Yeah, sure thing.
Paladin, will you roll strength against me? I'm gonna lose this.
That's
Jeez.
me 19.
Yeah, you won. You definitely won. As you grab onto this guy, you're grappling and you're just trying to put handcuffs
Yeah, put
onto him?
handcuffs on.
Are you trying to attach him to something or just put him in handcuffs?
Yeah, just kind of. Oh, sorry, microphone.
Oh no. Oh no, the microphone.
No.
No.
Party foul.
I'm sorry,
Party
microphone. I was trying to explain how I was going to slam this guy. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to whip my handcuffs out of my pocket, try to slam him to the ground, and just cuff him.
Okay, wonderful. You whip your handcuffs out of your pocket and slam him to the ground. You cuff his hands in front or behind him?
Behind.
Behind him? Okay. You cuff his hands behind him, and he kind of starts to scream as this happens. London, and Clyde. Well, you're trying to pull the brake right now, so actually just London.
Hi there.
London, you see as Pharys does this and brings one of the bandits to the ground, the other bandit who still has his dagger rushes towards her to try and stab her in the back.
I'm gonna try to just like grab his hand.
Wonderful. Roll opposing strength with me again.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Ah.
Oh man. That's an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. no.
I'm a big man.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Sorry, big man.
Yeah, sorry, big man. You go to grip onto his hand, and you barely miss as his dagger connects with the back of Pharys's back, actually. Oh, take 1 point of damage.
1 whole point.
Ouch.
Yeah.
1 whole point.
It like the tip gets through
Yeah.
the armor and it like
The
gives,
tip
a paper cut.
kind of nicks the back of your
Yeah.
armor as he moves his hand away, and is going to go take another swing. Clyde, you realize that this brake is no longer working, and the commotion outside of this room is getting even louder. As you guys move about this room, every so often you can feel something hard on the ground that you accidentally step on that just so happens to be Bo Kimbo's body.
Oh.
Clyde, what do you want to do right now?
I'm just gonna start pulling levers.
Just randomly?
I'm panicking.
Okay, wonderful. Absolutely. So you're starting to pull all these random levers, and as you're looking out this main window of this train, you see this big stone gate that has runes carved all throughout it that are beginning to light up. And you know once this gate opens, it leads directly down into the mines, and there are sorcerers trying to get this gate to open right now because they don't really realize that anything is going on right now. They have no security at these gates, which they probably should. But this is happening, and you start to just pull random levers.
Is this train, is it magical in nature, or is it just a train?
This is just a train. The gate itself is magical, though. And you are within close proximity of it right now.
That sucks.
So sorry.
So I guess, yeah, I just start pulling stuff.
Just start pulling stuff. What am I gonna have you roll here is the real question for just pulling levers.
D100?
Let's just have you roll performance.
Performance.
Let's see how good you pull these levers then.
Performance.
Yeah.
Okay. Not perhaps insight
Nope.
or investigation.
No.
Perhaps religion.
You're pulling religion for sure. The non-religious Clyde. Full religion.
15.
15? Hey, that's pretty good. You kind of semi know what you're doing. You know there's no other break. There is another break, but it's not in this room. And so you're just pushing and pulling a bunch of different things. And you eventually feel as the train starts to rattle and almost rock back and forth from all the random levers that you are clicking. And eventually you get to this gate, and the train, instead of going through this gate, derails onto a separate railroad that is going to take you around the city instead of going deeper into the mines as you switch over and go through this rail where you're going to be led into a very overpopulated small town of Sweetwater.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. Sounds great. Pharys, what would you like to do?
Do I notice that, well, this guy did stab me. He nicked me a little.
Yeah, he nicked you in the back. You could
Nicked
feel a
me in the
little
back.
pinch.
With one
Stop.
knee on the wrists of the guy in handcuffs, I'm going to try and turn around and, grab the other guy and, smack him against my chest to knock him out.
Okay, we roll to hit. Just unarmed attack.
Unarmored attack.
Unarmed attack.
That's going to be a 24.
24?
Yeah.
God damn.
I'm so.
All right. Yeah, you can roll your damage.
Well, if it's an unarmored strike, it's just 5 damage, right?
5 damage, yeah.
How did these 1 damage dorks take over the train?
Hey, man, they just have daggers.
1 damage dorks.
1 damage dorks? That's my band name.
1 damage dorks is pretty
Okay,
good.
sounds good. You just ram him into your chest plate. You could see his blood starts to trickle down his forehead, and he's just like, oh, man, ow, what the, why? As you do that, you have him in your hands right now. London, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to grapple that guy. Just take chokehold him basically. Just
Okay,
hold him there.
will you roll opposing strengths with me you can have advantage.
Well, I think with the new legacy rules, it's different.
I'm just rocking with this for now.
Okay. I was reading about it, but okay. 17.
17? Yeah, you're fine, you win.
Cool.
What's the rules now?
It's DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Oh, so they save instead of an opposed
Yeah,
roll.
it's a
Interesting.
save now.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense because like your level of strength doesn't change. They
Yeah.
just have to resist not getting
Yeah.
picked up by you.
I don't know. That's okay.
I don't know.
I grapple him anyways.
Yeah, you won anyway. You were going to regardless. You reach behind and you grab onto him, and blood's still dripping down. He's still like, gosh, why? God, why?
What do you mean? Why?
He's like, well, that was just rude, man.
What? I've given up on the levers and I'm trying to
Yeah.
help the conductor now.
Yeah. You see as this other conductor that's sitting in this room just puts his head in his hands and begins to cry. Not helping in any capacity. There is a currently unconscious conductor as well that is laying in a chair next to him. That has a wound on his neck. You don't know if he's living or not. But
Yeah, I'd like to try and help him.
Okay, will you roll a medicine check for me?
Yeah, I'm really good at that actually.
Good.
Oh, dang, 26.
26.
Yeah.
Jeez, Ben. Your rolls are out of this world
Yeah,
today.
until I get like a 1 on the jump across the thing that'll kill you.
Yeah, when it really matters,
Yeah.
you're gonna fail. You look down. You see that he's just bleeding. It seems that there was some impact of some sort that must have knocked him unconscious, but he's not dead. He just needs a little bit of healing. You tear some cloth off of his shirt and just wrap it around
Okay.
the wound on his neck, and it stops bleeding. And you know that he's gonna be unconscious for a little while, but he's stable and will not die.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I heal him?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Paladin moment.
Yeah, there is also an unconscious invisible Bo Kimball on the ground that also has damage dealt to him.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Guys,
All right,
he's a hero.
he's a hero.
It's like that Spider-Man where they all like on the train.
Yeah, he is a hero.
He's a hero,
So
guys.
we've got one bandit in handcuffs, one guy's grappled by London. I'm
Mhm.
gonna go over to the conductor and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, sounds good. Roll how much you heal for?
Oh no, where are my D8s? Okay, here we go.
My D8.
My D8s. He's gonna gain 15 health.
15 health. Jesus. Yeah, he's fine. He's back to full health. Well, he's not conscious, but he's full health once again. So he might make up a little bit quicker than he was before.
Good.
And now this train begins to take the tracks back into the city. A bunch of miners are freaking out on here, trying to get off. You can hear people fighting in the train car behind you. You don't know if it's with this specific bandit or with each other, or if they're just panicking or what's going on. You keep a hold of this bandit. You heal the conductor. Is there anything specific you want to do, Clyde?
I guess the conductor that's unconscious, that's just crying.
Yeah.
I want to like, hey, you got to stop this train. I like grab him by the lapels.
Oh God, sir.
I need you to stop this train, otherwise someone's gonna get hurt.
Well, did you pull the brake lever like I
I
wanted
did,
to?
and nothing happened. Is there an emergency brake? There's got to be an emergency brake, otherwise this is a bad train.
It's just it's outside the train.
Outside the train.
Yeah,
Outside the train.
like outside the outside.
How?
It's like on the train, but it's outside the train.
Where is it?
So okay, let me explain this for you.
How about I pick him up? How
Oh,
about you
oh,
show
God,
us where
no.
it is?
Are you going to kill me now?
No, you just got to pull it together.
I just have a wife and a family.
Yeah, and you're not gonna see them unless you help us stop this train.
Okay, put me down. Put me down.
I can't like actually pick him up. I'm not very
Yeah,
strong.
yeah. He just wants you to let go of his collar.
I let go.
He goes, all right, follow me. And he opens the door, and you can see as people fly over top of different seats, are fighting with each other, trying to squish to the front of the train as much as physically possible to try and get off of this train. Some people are panicked and just hyperventilating on their seats still. And amongst this crowd of people, you see a very calm-looking woman dressed in a nice pinstripe pantsuit. Very similar to you, London and Clyde's pinstripes you guys have. It's all black. She has this deep red hair that flows all the way down her back. She has sharp fangs coming out of her mouth. Is a hobgoblin woman as she just sits there and kind of just quietly watches as this chaos unfolds around you guys. But she's doing nothing else. She's just sitting there peacefully, having a great time.
That's fine. She can do what she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the conductor disappears into the crowd. And I need you all to make dexterity saving throws if you'd like
Yes!
to keep up with him.
This is what I'm good at. Well, I still have this guy, though.
Yeah. Do you want to let go of the man, or are you keeping him?
I'm going to look to Pharys, because I noticed you had handcuffs earlier. I'm going to go, can you please take him?
I can try, yes. I'll grab him.
Yeah.
He just kind of lets you take him.
Yeah.
You're just grabbing onto him?
Yeah, I'll grab onto him.
Are you just are you trying to keep up with the conductor and these two?
I'm gonna see if I can I'm gonna take one of the handcuffs, like one of the cuffs, and clap it to his hand. So they're both stuck to each other.
Okay, so they're stuck to each other, so they can move, but they're connected.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I got an 8 for the dexterity.
Fantastic.
Is it a save or a check?
Save.
Beautiful. That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 10.
It's gonna be a 10. Okay. I'll say everybody but Clyde succeeds here. So sorry.
That's okay. I am the one that's not useful.
Yeah, you're not the dexterous boy here. You two manage to keep up with him, and you watch as Clyde, who was in front at the very beginning, gets kind of stiff-armed by somebody as they're going back. You can feel an arm kind of clench around your throat as you get shoved back into some seats, and as soon as you look up, you see London, Pharys, and this conductor have disappeared into the crowd.
How terrifying. We're walking as a group and Clyde just gets absorbed
Yeah.
into the crowd.
He just gets inhaled by the sea.
Hand over the mouth. He's like,
Tell my mother I love her.
he doesn't.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
You two manage to keep up with the conductor, and he eventually gets to this side door that he slides open. And he starts to climb outside onto these ladders that are connected to the outside of this train. Are you two following him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You guys start to climb out. I'm going to have you two both make me another dexterity saving throw. Don't fall off this train, please.
Let's not roll bad.
24.
22.
Look at you guys. You guys are fine.
Oh, yeah.
You guys managed to climb across this train, and you could see far off in the distance this very obvious, badly placed emergency brake outside of the train as you're going. Clyde, you're stuck in this crowd of people. As you try to get past this wave of people, every time somebody manages to draw you back down, back to the seats where you are, and you can see it seems that more bandits have managed to show up in this time. That somehow there's more people on this train that are working with these bandits, more cloaked people that are on here and trying to keep the chaos going for as long as possible. What would you like to do?
So, where did the bandits come from? And, where are they in relation to me?
So, you're not sure where they came from, as they're just part of the crowd now. You figured they must have shown up at some point when all of you were in the conductor's room. In relation to you, there's one, 2 people away from you, maybe 10 feet from you. And then there's just a couple scattered here and there, maybe 4 in this train car right here.
Okay. Am I being, trampled? Am I okay?
You're okay. You're not taking damage yet. You haven't gone under. You just are having a hard time moving past a certain point.
Okay, I don't necessarily need to move past this point. I don't know exactly what
Fireball.
I don't even have fireball. I have 0 damage dealing spells.
Oh.
That'll do it. It's wizard things.
Just wizard stuff.
Just wizard stuff. You
Let
took
me-
no offensive spells.
Not a single one. Hey, thanks for listening to the episode so far. I hope you're enjoying the Quest Board's first recorded campaign, The Rats Invited. I wanted to just take a second to thank a few people. Thank you to Ryan McDonald, a member of the local film community here in Utah, and he hosts a movie night at the Funk and Dive Bar every Monday night. Thank you to RadioFreeKerbin, a good friend of mine and Twitch streamer who's been extremely supportive along the way. Also, thank you to KWCR and Studio 76, who allow us to use their recording studio and to post on their Spotify. We wouldn't be able to do this without them at all. And thank you to you for listening.
There's no reason to make a podcast unless people are listening, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I don't want to take up too much of your time, though, so I'll let you get back to the Rats Invited.
I want to just sort of confuse everyone into stopping for a second
Okay.
by casting hallucinatory terrain.
Oh. What are you making the terrain of this train?
I want the inside to suddenly look like a flowery meadow.
Like they're just all of a sudden transported into a flowery meadow?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm gonna. Is there anything specific on my end I have to do?
Only to, if someone can make an intelligence or investigation check against my spell to disbelieve it.
Okay.
It's against my spell save DC, so DC 16.
16. Okay. No. No. Definitely not. No. Maybe. Perchance to dream.
Perchance to dream.
Perchance to dream.
Ay, there's that up.
I am.
I have used both of my 4th level spell slots.
Intelligence, right?
Yes, or investigation.
Sounds good. Wonderful. Everybody, all of a sudden, who are freaking out and kind of trampling over each other, just stays still for a second. They go, what happened?
All right, good. Everyone needs to calm down. We have this under control. Please go back to your seats. They're still in the same place. They're still there. If you knew where your seat was, you can get there. Please.
Okay. Will you roll persuasion for me?
Yeah.
Wizard?
Yeah.
Roll me some persuasion.
Sure.
You're rolling so many charisma-based things.
21.
Oh my god! What are your stats,
I
Ben?
rolled a 19.
I should have looked at your stats.
My stats
more
is
in
plus
depth.
2.
You say this, and everybody just kind of goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine." All right.
I look very trustworthy.
Yeah. You see this very much shouldn't be working at this age. Little miner boy comes over to you, and he kind of like pulls on your long duster coat. It's a little goblin boy with little puffs of blonde hair on the top of his head. He goes, "Hey,
Oh, hey.
hey."
Is that it? Just hey?
No, I had more to say. Sorry, I had to swallow because there's a lot of stuff in my mouth. Hey, man. So did you fight those bad guys back there?
Yes, I did.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks, buddy. What's your name?
Oh. My name you ask?
Yeah.
Would you like to know, weather boy? My name's Tony.
Well, you know, thanks, Tony.
You're welcome. What's your name?
Clyde.
Clyde?
Erasmus Fleabag. Yeah.
Your last name's Fleabag?
What's your last name?
I don't have a last name. I'm a
Yeah,
goblin.
well, at least I got one. So.
You see tears. You see tears start to well up in this little boy's eyes, and he goes, "Wow, Clyde, you're really mean." And
You made fun of my last name first.
he walks away, and he goes, "You got a stupid last name."
All right.
And you see him like try to run off into this beautiful field, and he slams into one of the doors, and he falls flat into the middle of this walkway. But most people are just sitting down and relaxing, and having a good time.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What about the bandits?
The bandits.
Were they so convinced? Yeah.
The bandits are sitting. Yeah, they're not doing anything right now. They're just sitting down.
Concerning.
Yeah. And this redheaded woman is still just sitting, watching. You see her kind of give you a nod of approval at what you just did.
To the kid or
No,
to the,
to you.
No, like
No,
to
like
what I did to
till-
the kid.
Yeah.
Screw
Yeah,
Tony.
I hate that kid.
Screw Tony.
Screw Tony. No, a nod of approval to you, convincing everybody of this ruse, and you would get the feeling that she's not in the same visual place that everybody else is here.
I give her like a thumbs up. I don't know how to. And I'm gonna go see what they're up to.
Fantastic. Outside.
Oh boy.
You guys have this cart blasting through the city. This is a mining rail. It usually has one specific route that it usually goes. It spins through the city 3 times a day to pick up mining workers, and then 3 times back to bring everybody back home. So everybody's a little shocked to see as this cart that should not be here right now is going at Mach 10 speed through this city. There's people rushing and jumping out of the way as this cart rides down, and eventually the conductor drags you guys over to this big emergency brake that definitely looks like it needs more than just one hand to pull it. And he goes, well,
Why?
all right, well, we are here. If I could get some assistance from you two much stronger, much more capable than me people.
All right.
We crank the lever.
You want to crank the lever?
Let's crank that lever.
Crank that lever. Okay. One of you needs to make a strength save, and one of you needs to make a dex save.
I'll make the deck save.
All right, I'll make strength.
That's what I'm built for.
Thank God I didn't have to do either of those.
That's gonna be a 24.
18.
Fantastic. As you guys, this train is going very fast. And as you both pull on this lever, you can see as the wheels of this train start to rise slightly off of the rails themselves as it starts to tip, going over a corner as you pull on this brake. Everything is grinding against each other, trying from one end to go as fast as possible and the other to stop as quickly as physically possible. And you watch as the train begins to tip over slightly. What are you two doing?
This is the most poorly designed train.
Yeah.
Hold.
This is why they need more railroad workers there, Clyde.
Oh, man.
It's all you.
All right.
What we doing?
You got any ideas?
I have rope.
What?
I've got rope. That's all I
Okay.
got.
You got ball bearings.
I do have ball
You
bearings.
got ball
You gonna
bearings.
Home Alone somebody?
It's all the thieves stuff. Oh boy.
I have a
Oh
plan.
boy.
I can try to Superman, Spider-Man my way to this train and, pull it to the side.
That's crazy.
Right, Clyde, you're inside.
So it starts to tip.
Yeah, you're inside. You're getting to this door where you saw them climb out of, and you feel the train as it's starting to tip over, as you can
Okay.
hear the squealing of the brakes outside trying to stop the train.
I slam open I just left that car that I was in. The door closes, and then I immediately open it again as the train starts to tip, and I go,
Yeah.
"Quick, everybody on that side of the train!"
Okay, will you roll persuasion for me once again?
Yes. Can I have advantage because of my good persuasion last time? They trust me.
Sure.
Thank God.
We gotta hold that break. We're too
Oof.
busy.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah,
Oh,
what'd you
man.
get?
That's a 10.
It's a 10. About half the people on this train go over to one side, and the other people just kind of are like, well, we're in a meadow, man. Like, what's wrong with you?
I have another plan.
Okay. What's
I
your
run
other
over
plan?
to the side of the train that is tipping,
Okay.
and I cast fear.
Genius.
How far does fear reach?
A long way.
Okay.
It's like 60 meters.
Fantastic.
30 meters.
30 meters.
Well, 30 feet.
I mean,
sorry.
that's enough for this train car.
good for a train.
Oh yeah, good for a train. You cast fear. What's the save?
Hold on, let me pull up fear really quick. Fear.
Fear?
Put dash.
Are you going to scare the train?
No, he's scaring the people to
Wisdom
go to the other
saving
side.
throw.
gonna scare
How was
the
that?
train?
How was that the conclusion you jumped to, Mandy?
I don't know.
Wisdom DC 16.
DC 16. God, I'm rolling
Was
bad.
that a nat 1?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll again. I'm just gonna let it be. Everybody looks at you. Half of the train, they trusted you. They had some bond with you, and the
Yeah.
other half of the train, is just absolutely petrified of you. As you stand there, are you saying something in specific as you cast fear, or are you just doing it and standing menacingly?
I look everyone in the eyes
'Kay.
as my face and body kind of like psychedelically shifts and gets real weird.
Oh god. As you turn into this eldritch horror that is this weird cowboy wizard man, everybody starts to scream and starts to rush to this other side of the train. If I'm getting what you're putting down, you're trying to get so much weight on one side that it doesn't derail,
They
right?
all run and tip it the other way.
Right,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, Mandy. What's
I
up?
have an idea.
I have.
So while Clyde's doing this, what are you doing?
I see the rope that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Could you give me that?
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna tie a knot around the lever, and I'm gonna try and climb to the other side of the train and just pull with all my might.
Okay. Will you first roll survival for me?
Okay.
We're gonna see how well this knot is gonna hold.
Oh no.
Oh no! It fell on
Mandy.
the ground.
Mandy.
And it
The
was
dice
a
fell.
nat 20.
Hey, let's go. Okay. So yeah, you tie a really good rope. It's gonna be sturdy. You know it's gonna hold probably against incredible odds.
Anything.
Yeah, in even a train probably.
A train. Yeah.
Darn good thing, 'cause my survival is plus 0.
And then let me break this down. So you're trying to tie this rope and then jump over the train.
just like get to like be back on the roof.
'Kay,
and
climb
just
on
try
the
and like pull.
Body weight against it.
Body
Okay, you're
weight.
trying to use your strength to pull the train back onto the rails.
Yeah, while also holding onto the brake. to
'Kay.
try and get it to stop.
Wonderful. Sounds good. So you can. I'll let you do that. You're going to the top and you're putting as much of your body weight as you can. Will you roll a strength saving throw for me?
Sure.
And meanwhile, London, what are you doing?
I'm just pushing on that lever.
Okay, you're just pushing on that lever. Sounds good.
Just rat stuff.
17.
Just rat stuff.
17. Okay. Sounds good. Will you roll strength for me, Izzy?
Yep.
Come on, Rogue.
It's just straight strength.
Strength save.
Save?
Yes.
Oh, it's the same. 11.
11. Okay. Yeah. It's enough. Okay. 17. 11. You're pulling on top of this rope, and you feel as the train slowly starts to go back onto the rail where it's supposed to be. Clyde, you turn into this eldritch being for half of this train cart. The other half loves you so much.
Oh, good. That's good.
So there's half these people are terrified of you, and the other half just adore you as they rush to the other side, and you can feel the train finally going back to where it needs to be. And London, you just continue to push as hard as you can on this brake, trying to get it to stop, regardless of if it derails the train or not. At least the train isn't moving at Mach 10 speed anymore. And as you push on this, you can feel the train slowing down and eventually halt as it crashes back to the side it's supposed to be and gets properly on the rails exactly where it's meant to be. And you guys have managed to do this full Mach 10 circle right back to the gates, where these sorcerers kind of look on in like mass confusion of like, what the hell is going on, and why did you guys divert in the first place? But the train is safe. Everyone's safe.
Good.
You guys are safe.
That's good.
You know, all of you succeeded in your own way. Don't really know what anybody else was doing in that situation, so you all kind of take this prize and this win as your own. Clyde, you're inside. And the train goes back down. How long does your hallucinatory terrain last?
It's gone because I stopped concentrating on it to cast fear.
Yeah, fantastic. So everybody's like, oh, there's an eldritch horror. We're on the train again. What's going on? You see everybody breathe heavily. Some still are frightened of you and start to try to rush out the train, which the bandits let go. And these bandits kind of just stand up and stand awkwardly, kind of waiting to see what happens. One of them walks into this other room and kind of drags the two that are handcuffed together out of the conductor's room.
Now hold on. Those are prisoners of the law. You can't just take them away.
Are you talking to the bandits that are
Yeah.
helping the other bandits?
Yeah, they're bandits.
Yeah, one of them just goes, well, I really don't care.
What?
I mean, we're bandits. You think we care what the law says?
We put a lot of work in.
Are you a police officer? You surely don't look like one.
I am still concentrating on fear.
Oh, this is true. Let me see if this bandit. Nah, this bandit's on the side that loves you, so they kind of love you, but they don't think you're a police
So we
officer.
should be amicable towards
Yeah.
my request.
I mean, he's okay, but he also is like, I mean, this was just the job well done. This is just what we were paid to do.
Do what? You didn't do anything.
I mean, we did plenty.
The train still made it. You didn't hijack the train. You didn't get in. Wait, you trying to get into the mines? What are you doing? Tell me what's going on. Tell me what your plan is.
Tell me what your plan is.
Will you roll persuasion for me?
Yeah.
Tell me what your plan is.
17.
17? That's pretty good. You're rolling so high.
I know. I'm really worried.
It's crazy.
I'm worried that something
You're gonna
terrible
get
is
Your luck's gonna run out.
Yeah, next session you're gonna really just fall off
Yeah.
super hard. You go. Tell me what your plan is.
Go on. What's your
Uh,
plan?
He goes, well,
I'm not a cop. You know I'm not a cop. You can tell me.
but
Come on, it's me, your buddy, Clyde.
was that your name? I
Yep.
like it. It's a good name.
Thanks.
How come? Well, we were just hired. We were just told to come on and cause as much chaos on the train as possible, and we were gonna get given a whole lot of gold.
By who? Yeah?
He starts to shake a little bit. He goes, I cannot share that information, I'm afraid.
Why?
And he, you see as he starts to bolt out of the train, his other bandits following after him.
The Bandits?
The
They love this
bandits.
guy.
Bandits love this guy.
Bandits love this guy. The other bandits follow him off the train as they start to run. Half of them are already fearful of you and were running off the train regardless, while this guy and the ones who loved you rush off. Some of them wave goodbye to you as they go,
Okay.
as they disappear off the train.
Also, I forgot, any illusion spell that I cast at 3rd level or higher, I do not need to concentrate on, so it is still a meadow.
It's
isn't it?
wonderful. It's still meadow. Everybody's just going away. They disappear off of what was this shrine, which is now a beautiful meadow that they'll eventually break out of back into regular society. Pharys, you're sitting on top of this train as it crashes down. A job well done, using your strength and your strength alone to stop this train.
It was all me.
It was all you. Like a great adventurer. What are you doing?
I'm gonna let go of the rope, throw it back towards London, and hop down and try and find the 2 bandits with the handcuffs.
Okay, sounds good. So you're going back into the train to try and find where they are.
Or
Okay,
towards the beat.
okay, sounds good. Clyde, not Clyde. You're Clyde, Ben.
I'm not Clyde.
London.
I'm London, Yorkshire.
London, Yorkshire. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to get my rope back. I'm gonna untie it.
It's a real good
It's
knot.
a really good
a
knot,
really
which is
good
why
knot.
I want it back.
Will you? So, are you trying to get this with like knot intact, or are you just trying to untie this
I'm
knot?
trying to untie it.
Will you roll survival for me?
Yeah.
I will say you're opposing a natural.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god!
The nat 20 knot.
These two rope masters over here. One's really good at tying ropes, and one's really good at untying ropes.
One can create, and the other can only destroy.
Destroy.
That's fantastic. It's like surprisingly easy for you. You saw how good of a knot it was, but you know you've gotten yourself out of pickles a handful of times. You've been tied up. You've been tied up with ropes occasionally when people take you captive.
Yeah, it happens.
Happens
Or
a
no.
lot.
It happens.
Happens to the best of us.
And so you can easily untie this rope.
Cool.
You pop it open. The train conductor guy kind of sighs out and just dusts off his hands. He suddenly doesn't seem scared and freaked out anymore. Everything seems perfectly normal and fine with him as he just goes, well, very good then. And he walks off to go back to the train.
Great worker, and I'll just follow him.
Fantastic. Pharys, you get into the train first, and you watch as a bunch of bandits bolt off of this train. Clyde's standing. A bunch of people look fearful. Some people can't find their way out of the train because inside this train looks like a beautiful, flowery meadow.
Do I also see the meadow?
If you make a wisdom
Yeah,
save,
make a wisdom
DC
saving.
16.
All right. Wisdom
You could do the same, Izzy.
Cool.
19.
No, it looks
Yeah.
like a train.
No, I definitely see the meadow.
Yeah, you're like, wow.
Look at all the
Oh,
flowers.
that's pretty.
That's quite nice.
Try to pick a flower,
I
but
would.
it fades in your hand.
I would.
Oh no. Oh, London. So it looks like a regular train to you, but you can see some people seem to be like rolling around on the floor and like playing and stuff that doesn't exist.
The important thing is I kept the train from tipping over.
I'm sure you did.
They're
yes.
fine.
Yes. Did you ever see where the bandits with the handcuffs went?
Yeah, they just went out the door that way.
Come on. And I'm gonna run out and try and find them.
You're trying to find him? Okay.
I want to see how Bokimbo's doing.
Okay. So, you walk in, you see Pharys running out of the door, and Clyde walking towards the conductor.
And I see a beautiful meadow in front of me.
You see a gorgeous meadow in front of you.
I'm gonna try to pick a flower.
Oh,
You go to pick up a flower,
Oh, it's pretty.
and it just phases through your hand.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Add
Oh,
the
man.
character trait depression.
All right.
Depression. One day you'll be able to pick a flower.
Sad rat now.
Sad rat.
All right. He needs to pick up a flower. It's in my notes.
Wonderful. Okay. You try to pick this up. You see people still all around this meadow. Some people are sitting on chairs that don't exist in this meadow, so they're just sitting down on air. Most of the people have left the cart. They figure that you guys are just going to be walking the rest of your way to work. You're probably not going to be taking the mining route down today. And Clyde is walking off into the distance far away, and you see him open part of this meadow, and he closes it behind himself. And Clyde, laying on the ground, you see a now no longer invisible Bo Kimbo laying on the floor.
Slaying on the floor.
Slaying.
He slays.
He slays on the floor, laying on the floor. He's awake. He's not unconscious anymore, but his eyes are kind of just staring up to the ceiling with this very sad, somber expression on his face.
He's mocking.
Hey, buddy, you doing all right?
I don't think I'm gonna get that promotion.
Well, why not? You saved the train.
I saved the train?
Yeah,
Did I really?
it was crazy. I assume, blacked out due to rage,
Right.
and you took out. Notice how there's no bandits here, and a lot of blood on the floor. And I point to the conductor's blood.
He goes, I did that?
You did that, buddy.
Oh, I didn't mean I hurt innocent people today.
They weren't innocent. What do you mean, innocent people?
He wasn't innocent?
What?
He
No.
He looks at the train conductor.
No, you didn't hurt him. That was the bandits.
Oh, okay. So this is the bandit's blood and his blood together?
Yep.
So I'm like super strong.
Yeah, you're a hero, man.
Am I? And he kind of reaches up with this little tiny plastic mannequin hand. You know those like tiny little baby hands? He has those. And he reaches up and he touches your arm with it.
I don't like that.
He goes, you really think I'm going to get that promotion?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Will you roll deception?
What do you mean? Of course he's gonna get the promotion.
17.
Jeez, man. I need you to start rolling worse.
Me too, because I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm scared. When you need it most, it's gonna come for you. You go, and he like has this moment of like not believing you. He goes, you would never lie to me.
As far as you know,
What's that supposed to mean?
we barely talked.
Yeah, it's true.
What reason do you have to disbelieve me?
I mean, you just seem trustworthy is all.
That's right, I am.
That seemed vaguely threatening.
It's not.
Okay, so if you want to talk to somebody with me to tell them that I saved the train so that I can get the promotion?
I've got a lot of work to do, but I think,
I mean, I do too. I don't really have time to talk to anybody about a promotion.
you
I
know
don't
what?
even
Let's
know.
put a pin in it.
Okay.
You know, maybe, because the company holiday's coming up pretty soon. Maybe we can get together with somebody
Oh, that's nice.
then.
Yeah, we could do that. Meanwhile, London, you try to pick up this beautiful flower,
Yeah.
and it
sad.
fizzles out of your hand.
Oh.
Almost everyone's off the train other than people in other carts and in the conductor cart like Clyde, except for this hobgoblin lady who is just sitting there, being herself. And she eventually stands up. She's about your height.
Oh.
She stands very tall, very imposing. She has a clipboard that she has on her side. And she just goes, "Oh, you did very good out there."
Oh, thank you.
Yes. What is your name?
London.
Nice to meet you.
You as well. And you are?
My name is Stock.
Stock.
Yeah.
All right.
And you want to roll history for me?
Oh, I would love to roll history. That's fun. Come on, London. remember something.
You want to do what to London?
No!
I'm so sorry.
1 hour.
Right.
5 minutes.
Write it down. Write it down.
That's a 14.
A 14?
Yeah.
Sure. You've heard of a stock before, like STALK. You've heard of a stock. You've never met this stock, but you know in just general meetings that there is a general manager that overlooks all of the horde mining industry, and her name is Stock Butcher. And you would reckon that this might be her. She matches her description pretty much to a T. But you've never met her. The stories you've heard of her have been relatively negative.
Oh,
Because she's scary, imposing woman, but she's been nothing but kind to you so far.
cool.
She's like, yeah, stock. Well, I suppose we have quite the walk to get back down. But I have some business that I think you would be interested in. If you wouldn't mind meeting up with me in the manager's office when we get down to the mines.
Oh, yeah.
Great, fantastic. I have a couple others I must talk to, but great meeting you.
You as well.
Anyway, she's like, great seeing you. Clyde, you sit in this room with Bo Kimbo, convincing him that at this holiday party, you're going to help him get a promotion with the higher management because he helped stop this train.
Yep.
And you hear the door open behind you to the conductor's room, and standing in front of you is this 6'8", very tall hobgoblin woman who has been giving you weird nods of approval and just been watching what you did during the train. She goes, hello there.
Hi. I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Stock. It's good to meet you. Will you roll history?
Yeah,
Let's see if you know who she is.
I'm pretty good at history.
Yeah, you're a wizard, I hope.
15.
No, that's fine. You... No! I hate you! You don't get to know anything! You know this is the general manager over the whole mining industry. She works really heavily with the railroad people that work with the mines as well. Is pretty much overseeing everything on that front.
Yeah, I walk forward and I close the door so I don't have to have this conversation with her and Bo Kimbo.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you see Bo's eyes kind of widen, very obviously recognizing Stock as you close the door. And he goes, wait, as it closes.
Oh.
She goes, oh boy, well, he's quite the person, isn't he?
Look, man, he just really wants that promotion.
Don't we all? Well, speaking of a promotion, I have an offer for you. You work in the railroads, correct?
Yeah, stock counting.
Wonderful. Interesting. This was beautiful work. I think you have an opportunity to do something great outside of this. If you wouldn't mind meeting me down in the manager's office at the mines, once everybody walks their way down there, then we can have a discussion about moving on to the next steps, yes?
Sure. Real quick, though, can't you just put, like, a word in front of his, like, job, like, corporate something in front of it so it feels like a promotion, you know?
How about this?
He's been here for 30 years.
Oh, yes, I know. If you do well on the job I'm offering you now, I'll give good old human Bo a promotion.
Regular human Bo, yeah.
Regular human
That's what we
Bo,
call him
yeah.
around the office.
Right. Yes, I have heard.
I get paid in other stuff too, right? Like that's not my prize for doing the.
No, you'll get actual
Okay, cool.
gold.
I just feel bad for him, you know.
Right. Well, that's a good quality to have. Anyways,
Yeah.
I have another person to attend to. I'll be seeing you down at the mines.
Okay.
Okay. And she walks away. Fharys.
I'm running out of the train looking for my bandits. They took my handcuffs.
Yes. You run out of the train looking for the bandits because they took your handcuffs. And will you roll investigation for me?
It's me a 5.
A 5. Okay.
I think I lost my handcuffs.
You cannot find any bandits or any handcuffs anywhere to be
Oh.
seen.
Bloody.
Yeah. Your handcuffs are gone. And as you kind of search around, looking, trying to look in weird, obscure places that a shifty bandit could hide in, you feel a hand touch the back of your shoulder. And as you turn, you see this hobgoblin woman that was sitting on this train. Just goes, "Hello there."
Yes, hello. Can I help you?
Yes, I heard you did some incredible work out there with a rope and some magical strength you were using to stop the train, or is that just your own strength?
Well, I work out.
Very nice. Well, seeing as you seem very capable, I have an opportunity I would like to present to you. If you would like to meet me in the manager's office, I will speak to your higher-ups and make sure that it's okay for the day. We can talk about business when we get there.
Of course, yes. Thank you. Yes.
Of course.
Well, could I get your name?
Yes, my name is Stock. Will you roll history?
I can do that. It's gonna be a 10.
10? This might be the Stock that is the general manager of the mining industry. You don't know for sure. You haven't heard much of her, description, but Stock isn't a very common name amongst people, so it's probably her. And she just goes, "Well, I'll be seeing you there then."
All right.
All right.
See you there.
See you there. And she starts to walk off. You two eventually get out of the train like everybody else does, and you see Pharys standing as Stock walks in the distance. Now just you three having to walk all in your lonesome or with just each other down to the mining station to have a very serious conversation with Stock about your first ever promotion in 17 years, 4 years, and 9 months.